Oh. Sorry, Chad.
No, give me your ball.
You guys, come on.
Make sure you get deep with the cameraman. Way too far back.
Heavy eye now, heavy eye. That's got to fight.
Try the banana.
Mother.
Guys, come on.
All the way in, all the way in.
All the way, wait. Ready?
Go. Little touches. Oh, Louis boy.
Guys, come on.
Go. Step up.
Oh. Ah. Josh, where?
Hi everybody, I'm Dan Williams, and on behalf of George Langevin Sports Video Productions, like to welcome you to the CYSA South Soccer Complex, site of today's Super Game of the Week. We've got two top teams going at each other in game number 2 of opening bracket play. It's the Snohomish United Soccer Club. They'll be going up against the La Jolla Nomads. Nomads and Snohomish United just ready to get started, and we are expecting to have a great day here of soccer. Starting out early in the morning. This is an 8 a.m. start game. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of the game. Both teams are being introduced. Let's take a look at the rosters for the teams. In the white jerseys and the blue shorts, that is the Nomads. They are coached by Derek Armstrong, although Derek Armstrong is not here today. He is up with the 17, 18-year-old kids in another tournament. So coaching officially today for the Nomads is Paul Holohan and Manny Diaz. For the roster, in the keeper's box will be Ian Kaufman, John Matkin, that is, jersey number 2, Scott Morgan, number 3, Brandon Safranik wears number 5 for the Nomads, David Nunez is number 6, number 7, Griffin Halpern, Hector Arteaga is number 8, number 9, Anthony Putras, Jason Lee is number 10, Alex Yoshinaga, number 11. Number 12 is Ryan Guy. Brandon Owens, number 14. Jose Alvarado, number 15. Number 17 is Hector Mendoza. And the backup keeper for today's game is Zachary Levine. Well, both teams are out on the field just moments away from the start. The whistle, and we are underway, and we are going to be bringing to you a great soccer matchup. First foot on the ball for the Nomads by Brandon Owens, and they are charging down the field, and that ball goes outside of the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Snohomish United. Take a look at the rosters for Snohomish United. Joey Coverson is the scheduled keeper. He'll be starting for Snohomish United. David Gideon wears number 2, and number 3 is Gage Gailey. Coming with the ball on the attack, Nomads. Nice defense by United. Trying to regroup, and now moving downfield, showing some nice speed. That's Gage Gailey. Well, coming up quickly was Ian Kaufman. Kaufman able to deny Gailey from entering the box. Now good close-up action right in front of us is David Nunez. Sends the ball down towards the midfield line. Both of these teams coming out of the chute very quickly. Finish the roster for United, Keegan Uteritz. Number 4, Carl Morisco. Number 5, Dano Wilkerson is number 7. Number 8 is Taylor Cochran. Number 9 is Josh Shaw, now down deep into the corner. Ball comes back out on the near side right in front of us, going at each other. That's Sam Hartman and Hector Mendoza. Ball sails outside of the near touchline, and we will have a throw-in on this near side. You'll see all sorts of banners and posters representing some very good sponsors for this tournament play. You've got Snickers, Adidas. Those are the two big ones. Stater Brothers, a local supermarket chain. Cochran tries to put the foot onto it. And now a pass on the ground by Jason Lee, trying to get through the defense of United. Little by little now, the ball entering inside the box, looking for a shot on goal. And that sails just ever so wide of the post. It actually hit the netting on the side. The ball might have squeaked in past Joey Coverson. Well, the speed on both of these teams is exceptional, and they are starting out firing on all cylinders. Back and forth the ball goes. Let's try and finish this roster of this talented United team. Alex Sirotak wears jersey number 10, Justin Abel 11, Lucky 13 worn by Brent Ballard. We mentioned Joey Coverson. When he's not keeping, he's got the number 14 on his back. And moving downfield again, Nomads looking for the pass to Matkin. From way outside, foot on the ball by Ryan Guy. It's denied defensively by United. Trying to regroup is Aritaga. And now it'll be Gailey. Gailey being challenged by Artiaga. And now the ball trying to be moved downfield. Nomads and United going at it. The red shirt Nomads, that is red shirt United, now picks up the ball. Gideon tries to send it out over to Morisco, but getting there first is Brandon Owens. Owens and Morisco going at it in the corner on the far sideline. And outside the goal line it goes, and so now United will have their first corner kick of the game. In the first half of play, no score. Corner kick time, United. Here comes the ball. Nice one coming in and taking control, Ian Kaufman. Kaufman came up and just took that ball right out of the air and sends it downfield nicely on the bounce. Sam Hartman, 15 for Snohomish United, and David Roy, number 18. Head coach is Terry McCord. These athletes, talented as they are, have come back down this time again from the state of Washington. So we welcome Snohomish United to sunny Southern California. And it will be a sunny day today. Overcast skies only in the morning. That's typical of June weather here in Southern California. But the sun is already out at 8 a.m. and that means beautiful weather for soccer here on a Tuesday morning. Taking the ball away, Ryan Guy trying to get it into David Nunez. Not this time. Coming up quickly for control, Gideon. Gideon trying to get to the ball. Getting there first will be Alvarado. Alvarado, nice pass to the center. And now Nomads with some good skills passing the ball. Good trap by Matkin. Matkin to the center circle. Picked up by Jason Lee. Jason Lee, 3 defenders on him. He'll try and send it downfield. Good header. Back the ball comes. So Terry McCord is the referee. Downfield it comes, and a whistle. Terry McCord is not the referee. He's the head coach for United. Now we'll get settled in here. Just got started early morning. Mouth not working as well as you'd like it to. But the action is so strong this morning. You got to keep your eyes peeled. Good foot on the ball by Anthony Putras. And now we get towards the midfield line, and look at the speed now. Gideon on his horse trying to split defenders. Gideon feeds the ball downfield. No one there to answer. Right into the waiting arms of Ian Kaufman. Kaufman has a good leg. He'll send the ball high down towards the midfield line. This time picked up by Sam Hartman. Hartman challenged, gives way back to Cochran, and now the ball taken back. Ryan Guy for Nomads. Guy sends one downfield, trapped by Lee. Lee on the move, looking for a shot on goal. There's one. just missing the 1-2 combination. David Nunez launched one towards the near post. Going high was Anthony Putras for the attempted header. Will not happen, and that'll be a goal kick for United. Well, when the Nomads come down the Nunez again sent one towards the near post, and out of nowhere Anthony Putras did a vertical leap and tried to get his head on it, just missed it. But we'll watch out for that type of play again. Gideon now tries to get it right over to Gailey, but not in time as Jose Alvarado intercepts that ball. Now with Ryan Guy in control, he'll move it back down. Putras, Gideon going up against Yoshinaga. Yoshinaga wins that matchup. And the ball will be awarded over to Snohomish United. Boys under 13 matchup, game number 2 of opening bracket play. Brent Ballard looking to put it back into play. Ballard trying to get it into the box, denied by the defense of Nomads. Hector Mendoza challenged by Justin Abel nicely. Mendoza stays with it. So does Carl Morisco. Morisco on the far sideline with Brandon Owens of Nomads. Good matchups all over the place. We're right here at the CYSA South Soccer Complex, your premier facility for soccer. You can't ask for a better facility in the entire state of California. This is a dedicated few acres of land for soccer, and the fields are just in great shape. They are very level, the grass is short, the field is fast, and that really helps out teams that have speed and good passing skills like both of these. Ryan Guy puts the move through. Ryan Guy runs into a roadblock by the name of Tyler Cochran, but stays with it. Now down deep in the corner, trying to make the turn and waiting for the ball, Joey Coverson. Nomads brought the ball down, and again, they bring the ball down quickly. Coverson and the defensive must react as fast as they can, because it's almost like the Nomads are on a downhill scoop. Looking for the pass, can't get it to Gailey, but Gailey will come up with it after the attempt by Jose Alvarado. Coming across just inside the box, trying to put something together, getting through 1-2 defenders, and trying to regroup is United. Nomads successful in clearing the ball out. Now it's Jason Lee and Abel going at it. Passing back over onto the far sideline. Feet of the ball, trying to get to David Nunez. Nunez was sitting in a pretty spot. Ball, though, gobbled up by Joey Coverson. Going high vertically, Brandon Owens. Double team on the far sideline. That's off the foot of United, and so the ball will remain possession of Nomads. Yesterday, that was the opening day of bracket play for Snohomish United. They played a very good Hawaiian team. Ball comes down again, one hop, Coverson. For the Nomads, they were playing a team from Montana. Coming downfield. Pretty amazing when you think of a soccer team talented enough to come down here and play in such a prestigious tournament, because the state of Montana, very interestingly, talking with the gentleman that works for the forestry department down there, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe the entire state of Montana has less than 2 million people in it. That's the entire state. We've got that many people right here in San Bernardino. Coming up and sliding, Joey Coverson. Coverson had to get there first. Slides right in there, covers the ball up and send one on one hop, trying to get to the midfield line. Can't do it. John Matkin brings it back down. Now on the move on the near sideline. And losing control was John Matkin. These athletes' feet are moving a mile a minute out here. Throw in, good close-up action right in front of us. Taylor Cochran. Cochran will try and feed towards the middle. Big Gage Gailey romping out there. Gailey trying to go after the ball, but it's Jason Lee who feeds it back, regroups, and sends one downfield. Mendoza. Shot on goal. That's off the foot of David Nunez, and Joey Coverson very, very busy this first half of play. Nomads have the nod right now. They've got the offensive attack going. The defense for Snohomish United is there, though. Joey Coverson and the rest right in front of us. We've got fields all around us. We've got one across from us, behind us, and to the right of us. And you might hear some whistles, and in that case, some excited crowd reaction. But it has to do with some of the other games around us. A little bit confusing sometimes when you actually hear a whistle, and it is so loud, you think that it might be our game right here, but it's not, because we're probably only about 5 yards away from a game that's in action right behind us. Justin Abel moving the ball down, looking for the feed on the far sideline, inside the box, coming over safely. Ian Kaufman to his right. Kaufman sends one high again to the far sideline. That'll take a Nomads bounce to the center line. Hector Mendoza. Now with it is Nunez, back for control to Matkin. And this time, going after it. Can they get there in time? Will it stay in? And it does. Joe Jose Alvarez. And look out, on the ground, Anthony Putras. He'll get up slowly. Putras, you can't believe the ball was called against him. Putras was the one on the ground. And the referee called it in favor of the United team. Ballard now will put the ball back into play. Ballard towards the center, looking for some header action. It's there, but it's the defense of Nomads. Downfield and comes right back, Brandon Owens. Cochran. Cochran stays with it. Cochran taps the ball towards the net. Gets some good speed on the ball. Kaufman down on his knees. Smothers the ball and sends it back out. Another nice kick by Kaufman. So important to be able to have a strong leg on your keeper. To the left, Coverson. Coverson sends a liner out to the far side. Racing forward was Gage Gailey. Could not get there. Possession Nomads. They'll have it and they'll throw the ball back in. Still no score. Approximately 14 minutes into this first half. Nomads looking for an attack, and they're going to get a whistle down deep into the Snohomish United territory, and that'll give an opportunity. Both teams regrouping. Kick on the way. Stays down low. That went right through the top shoulders of everybody, and unexpectedly Brent Ballard found himself with the ball in the chest. It came off of his body, and Joey Coverson was able to regroup. Ryan Guy stays with it. Guy again trying to get it inside, top of the box. Lee, shot on goal. Jason Lee, quick turn, top of the box. Ball sails over the crossbar, and for United, they'll have the goal kick, and they miss a bullet right there. Substitution now being called by Snohomish. David Roy will come in as fresh legs for the Snohomish United team. Taking a breather is Gage Gailey, so Roy comes in for Gailey. And play will resume with a goal kick by Snohomish United. Nomads and United playing at it in game number 2. Snohomish United from the state of Washington Nomads, a little closer from Southern California, city of La Jolla is where their home team registration is, La Jolla Nomads. La Jolla is probably about 2 hours south of here down in San Diego County. Looking for an opportunity, Jose Alvarado now going down into the corner as Putras. Putras being challenged by Gideon, and Gideon does the nice job with the slide tackle to knock that ball outside of the goal line. And it looks like it will be a corner kick now for the Nomads. Corner kick they'll have on the near sideline. Corner kicks, some of the most dangerous for the defense. Get that ball up and crossing the face of the net, and you got some good vertical leapers here. Would love to put the head on it and send it towards the net. We'll see what happens. Corner kick time for the Nomads. Here it comes. Ball comes in, top of the box, looking for a clear out. Coming right back and sending it wide of the near post, Hector Arteaga. This is a wide open facility. Don't really have very much fencing around the fields, and so when that ball gets by the goalkeeper, it sails sometimes and takes a little while to regroup. Got a parking lot right down the road from us. For control, it'll be Snohomish United. United yesterday played a tough Hawaii team. Snohomish United disappointed that their opening game resulted in a loss 2-0. Trying to regroup here, and an opportunity by Gideon will send one towards the net. And David Gideon, nice shot taken by the two hands of Ian Kaufman, who'll send it downfield. Nunez, always around the ball. Cochran for Snohomish. And now nobody's there. Brandon Owens takes it. Owens moving downfield. Nice one-touch by Jason Lee. Look out. On the horse, it's Putras. Putras for Nomads. Keeps the ball in, tries to make the turn against Uteritz. And David Uteritz doing a nice job defensively down in the corner. It's Keegan. Just giving you a hard time there, Keegan. Got to cover up when I make a mistake now and then. Back the ball comes. Lee sends it all the way across the field. Nice job by Josh Shaw to get involved. But look out, opportunity. Deflected off of Coverson. Well, that ball came in awfully fast. Wow. Ball comes back in, looking for the regroup. Ryan Guy looking for a shot on goal. Guy sends one up and over the crossbar. Jumping high, Coverson. And again, Nomads continue to pepper at Coverson. Substitution now being called in by the Nomads. Scott Morgan, number 3, the player on the sideline waiting to go in. So fresh legs will be Scott Morgan for the Nomads. Nomads definitely right now having the nod as they are sending ball after ball towards Joey Coverson and the Snohomish United net. Still, though, no score. We are close to the 20-minute mark. Official time being kept on the field. Ball comes back in on the goal kick. Nice attempt by Joey Coverson. He went high as he could with one hand, making sure that ball wasn't going to find the upper shelf of the crossbar. On the move again, Nomads chip into the box. Gideon is there. So is Coverson. And Coverson and Gideon collide at the goal line. Coverson And Gideon very, very active defensively. They've got to be. The Nomads are hot right now. Bring the ball down time and time again. Shots on goal, though, have been denied. And we have no score. Regrouping again. Guy sends one. This time it's Joey Coverson who grabs that one. Well, Coverson really displaying some great character. Staying focused, and Gideon puts a foot on it. Coverson staying focused as the offensive attack of Nomads continues to batter down on him. Red shirts, tough slide tackle by Anthony Putras. And Anthony Putras is going to get a yellow card for that one. Well, Putras came in hard looking to take the ball away from Taylor Cochran, and the head referee rightfully made the call. That was a tough, hard play, and you got to watch the play around here. Both of these team players really want to do their best, and sometimes they just get a little bit over anxious and sometimes make a little bit of a misjudgment in regards to the type of play they want. Looking for a shot on goal. Man, oh man. Justin Abel sent a screwball off his right foot. That thing had no spin on it, was actually looking exactly like a cork ball, and it was just fluttering around heading towards the far post corner. Moving to his right was Ian Kaufman. It was a magic. Now on the move is United. Coming back, opportunity. And it'll be cleared out by Nomads. Little flourish by Snohomish. And now it'll be Lee and the Nomads coming back down. Roy sends it to the midfield. Wide open right now. Hartman. And that's going to be off the foot of Snohomish. So Nomads will have that one. This game's being brought to you by George Langevin Sports Video Productions, your leader in Game of the Week coverage. You know, anytime you're watching top prep action, whether it's soccer, football, baseball, basketball, gymnastics, you name it, we cover it. But anytime you're watching top action, you know it's being brought to you by the leader in sports coverage. That's George Langevin. Coming back down onto the far side after the ball is Nunez, but getting there first is Dano Wilkerson. Ball outside on the far sideline. Nomads will have control. They have the throw in. Back we go. Right now, teams are trying to score points. There's no overtime in these types of games, bracket play. They just want to score points. Points for winning, points for putting the ball into the net, points for shutting out the other opponent. All go together to try and gather as many points as you can so that you can win your division and move on. Lee, shot on goal, sails wide of the far post. Substitution now. Alex Sirotak. Sirotak waiting to come in. So Sirotak will come in fresh legs for Snohomish United. Time beginning to run down here in the first half of play. So Sirotak comes into the game. And the ball put back into the play. That'll take a United bounce. Looking for the feed to Gideon. Gideon on his horse. He's overtaken by Alvarado. David Gideon. Nice effort. And Ballard puts a head on it. Looking for Gideon, cleared back the other way by Alex Yoshinaga. On the far sideline, Scott Morgan finds the ball, sends it outside, and then touched as it goes out. So Nomads will have the ball. Ball will come in on the far sideline. Well, the Nomads, while Snohomish United was playing Hawaii yesterday, Nomads were playing that team from Montana, and Nomads enjoyed a great day of productive soccer as they scored 6 goals and shut out the Montana team 6-0. So for Snohomish United, important that they do well in this game, try and get themselves back regrouped, get some points for a win possibly, put the ball into the net, gather a little bit more steam and points there. Tough game that we've got going though. Both teams moving up and down the field. A little bit of advantage has to go to Nomads if they've been down the field more often, shots on goal more often, but yet defense has been there. Joey Coverson been very strong, as well as the defense of Snohomish. No score in this one. Nice takeaway. Keegan Uteritz. And now it comes back the other way. Jose Alvarado. Alvarado staying with it. He's bringing it down. Top of the box. Sails wide and high. Jose Alvarado brought it all the way down to the top of the box and then lifted one. I should say launched one way high. Substitution now coming back in is Gage Gailey. So Gailey comes back into the game, getting a needed breather. David Gideon. Gideon all over the place this first half. So for the Snohomish United, they'll have the ball. And they'll put the goal kick back into play. This time, ball comes downfield. Header action by Ryan Guy. Guy goes up for it a second time and comes down with it. Scott Morgan. And skirmishing for the ball. Nunez will pick it up this time. Nunez for Nomads. Nunez trying to get through defenders, and Nunez does, and then runs into Dano Wilkerson. Mike All doing a great job in camera work today. You know, George Langevin has got some of the best professional crew members that you can find, and that's why when you're sitting back in your home watching this video, you can really appreciate the professionalism that we bring to you. And we like to do that. We have a lot of fun doing this. Lee, top of the box, looking for a shot on goal. Opportunity, the ball is free, and now the ball will be given back the other way as offsides is called. Lee tried to put a shot towards the net. Too many Snohomish United bodies. Ricocheted off. Coverson moved out of position temporarily, and then the offsides was called, so it comes back in. Downfield the ball carries towards the far sideline. Coming back down. Foot on ball by David Roy. Roy staying with it. Roy knew immediately when he saw Anthony Putras go down that he held up. Putras going after the ball. Trying to get it to Matkin. Matkin, nice job. Ball is free towards the midfield line. Taken away by Guy. Ryan Guy now moving downfield. Guy trying to feed Lee to the far corner. Lee centers the ball. Punched at. Header opportunity. Shot opportunity. Matkin can't get there. It looked like Matkin was going to try and use the header and then came back with the right foot and could not connect. Nice punch by Joey Coverson to send the ball out from the net. And again, Snohomish United escapes attempted goal by Nomads. Off the foot of Nomads. Throw in comes in quickly. Nobody is there, so it's going to come back down. Nomads, now it's down deep into the corner. The ball will die. And then coming back right in front of us, Putras. Top of the box action cleared out. Gailey. Back over to David Roy. Roy on to the far side by Sirotak. And the quick charging Scott Morgan for Nomads causes some havoc on the far sideline. Griffin Halpern for Nomads waiting to go in. And so Halpern will come in. Putras will take a needed breather. So fresh legs for Nomads as we are winding down the first half of play. No score, a lot of action, and most of that action has been down in Snohomish United as part of the field. Joey Coverson been very with their speed and quickness have really been giving Snohomish United something to think about. Brandon Safranik for Nomads. So another substitution will come in right now. Brandon Safranik, number 5. He will come in as fresh legs. David Nunez, who's been all over the field, comes out. So some needed breaks given to some key players for both teams in this first half. Picking the ball up, Matkin. Matkin gives way for control. Alvarado gives way back to Yoshinaga. Double team defense. Guy stays with it. Guy looking for an opening. He's going to bring it down by himself. Guy now challenged by Justin Abel. Nomads on David Lee. Trying to make the turn. Too much defense is there, but he's going to stay with it. Brings it inside the net. Lee was on his way, and finally too much defense by Snohomish United. Boy, you get so excited, sometimes just words want to fly out of your mouth before you even know what you're saying. So sometimes I might describe a play here and there a little bit differently than the way that you might see it. But it's just because you get so darn excited, especially with this level of play. Lee trying to feed to Halpern. Picked back up by Snohomish. And now Roy looking to center the ball. Top of the box, can't quite do it. Hector Arteaga. Matkin. Slide tackle attempt to take the ball away by John Matkin. Quick throw in by Gailey. Roy. Ball outside. Throw in. Gailey again. Gets one in on the one-hop trap. Lee sends it back out. Picked up by Ryan Guy. No one to answer the call, and that is the whistle that ends the first half of play, and a spirited half it is. After 35 minutes, we'll call it a half. Snohomish United nothing, Nomads nothing. We'll be right back to start the second half.
Out there in the field. So Joe,
Get under him, Joe.
he was doing really good today and yesterday.
Put him out wide. Flick one on today.
Guys, keep up the good work. You guys came here along here to play. This is a very good team. You guys are playing right with them. Okay, it's been a pretty even game. We've had opportunities. They've had opportunities. Keegan, nice job. Way to step it up.
Yeah, nice job, man.
Good job, Keegan.
Even the little guy out there was pushing himself. Okay, so it takes. Everybody can do it. Okay, Taylor got taken out and got up and kept playing.
He wasn't that good.
Taylor, you got tagged.
We screwed up, man.
Another thing, the big lad at the back likes to come out. Likes to get the ball at his feet and he likes to come.
He did it twice.
I stopped.
Yeah, no, the big lad at the back.
Oh,
Back to them. He likes to come out. If he does that, our forward boys have to come back with him. Because if you don't, that gives them an extra man. He likes to come forward in the middle and let people let go. Now, hey, listen to me, right? So Echo, David, if it's who you boys are front, or Hector, if it's you,
Here we come back.
you see him, the big man coming from the defence, gotta come with him. Let's play. We're not playing. We're not playing. Jason, we're not playing. I don't think how many passes have you strung together. You know what I mean? Because it's been scrappy.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of bracket play, game number 2. Snohomish United and Nomads going at it. With the start of the second half, we're changing possessions and directions. Now defending the right-hand goal will be Joey Coverson in Snohomish United. And so moving now left to right on your television screen will be Nomads. Ian Kaufman remains keeper in the left-hand box for Nomads. It's Joey Coverson. He will stay in as Snohomish United's keeper. Well, the first half, no score, a lot of action. Nomads given the nod as they were able to bring the ball down and have more shots on goal against Snohomish United. But the bottom line here, folks, defense is there. Joey Coverson doing a nice job in the box, moving. The agility that Joey displays, vertical leap, moving right to left, getting down on the knees when he had to. Great display of what a keeper has to do. For Snohomish United, needing to regroup and talk about exactly what they need to do to try and penetrate this strong Nomads defense. Nomads talking earlier in the beginning of the game. And that's going to be a corner kick time. Yes, sir. So right away, just moments into the second half, Snohomish United gathers up a corner kick opportunity. We'll see what they can do with it. Corner kick, so dangerous. Get that ball up and crossing the face of the net. All those bodies inside the box, anything can happen. Let's see what it can do right now. Brandon Safranik sends a nice one. Header opportunity. Boy, people just converged as a mass group. Going up high and throwing a punch at the ball was Ian Kaufman. Ball comes back downfield, John Matkin. Look out, Nunez. Slide tackle, nice job by Daniel Wilkerson defensively. And now going for the ball again, Matkin, and again a nice slide tackle. So the defense again there in the form of Daniel Wilkerson for Snohomish United. And now this time it'll be the Nomads who will have a corner or kick opportunity. And we have a potential injury on the field down on the far side. Going down to take a look as the head referee, and we're going to take an injury timeout. No. Keegan Uteritz is waiting to go into the game. He will replace the injured player coming off the field, and we'll take a look and see who's coming off the field. Don't still quite get a chance to know the kids by just faces. And it's Justin Abel. Justin Abel comes off. He will be taken a look at by the coach, and into the game is Keegan Uteritz. Just heard Justin Abel tell his coach that he will be fine. Shot on goal coming up, punched away by Coverson. Coverson came up and gave the double punch to move that ball and clear it outside of the box. Trying to regroup Lee. Lee finding a lot of red shirts in front of him. Nunez looking for the feed. Foot on the ball by Jose Alvarado. Chipping it into the box, looking for Mendoza. Mendoza. And that'll be off the leg of Snohomish, and it looks like it's going to be possibly another corner kick, this time on the far corner. And it is. Looking to regroup. Ball will come in from the far corner now. There's no wind here today, at least not yet, so that's not a factor. That's going to stay down low. Gets by everybody, though. Top of the box, shot towards the net. Headed back. Ball on the ground, foot on the ball, Uteritz. He clears it out, and that'll stay possession Nomads, and they will have it again. Nomads once again on the offensive attack, just where they left off. Double taken. Going to the ground was Anthony Putras. 2-on-1 defensive was too much, but the call in favor of Nomads. So they'll have the free kick, wall being built 4 across. Both teams strategically placing their athletes. The wall being built. Offensive strategy. Up at the line, you've got Mendoza and Lee. You've got Guy and Owens all ready to go at it as that ball is kicked. They're going to have to touch it before it goes into the net. Here it comes. Header opportunity coming up high, looking for it. Ryan Guy, first man there for the Nomads. He went up high, got his head on it. Couldn't direct it towards the net, sails wide of the near post, and Joey Coverson will put the ball back into play. Coming back into the game for Snohomish will be Justin Abel. Abel shakes off his injury, and he'll come back in. It looks like Justin Abel wearing a support bandage, elastic band on his right ankle, and that's the ankle that was giving him a little bit of problem. So possibly he has suffered a slight sprain at one time or another and needs to use that. On the move now, Owens sails it wide of the post. Nomads able to deliver the ball from anywhere on the field, outside the box, inside, crossing, using headers. Dangerous, dangerous team. Nomads, no stranger at all to this type of tournament play. No stranger to winning either. During the Memorial Day tournament, Nomads won it themselves. It was the Nomads Memorial Day tournament. And for their age division, they came out on top. Also in January, earlier in the beginning of the year, they started off the new year well with the Celtic Cup, where they were the champions in that age group. For the Nomads, they came in first place in the Presidio League, 13-1-0.
Hey, Red.
Since Labor Day, only lost one game. That was that one game in league play, but since then they have been picture perfect. Up into the air, opportunity. Looking for the clear out. Nomads, they'll get it temporarily, regrouped by Sirotech, and now taken away by Ryan Guy. Ryan Guy trying to deliver the ball down to Mendoza. Back down, the ball comes for control. Good effort. Justin Abel not able to find the ball. And so the throw-in quickly comes by the big Brandon Owens. Nomads and Snohomish United. Ball awarded over to Nomads. And so they'll have the throw-in. And it'll be from the two hands of Brandon Owens. Nomads, talking to some of the parents and coaches in the beginning of the game, asked them really. Ball coming in, crossing, too much on that. Going after it is Putras. He'll regroup on the far sideline. Putras now trying to bring it in. Putras, a very aggressive player. I tell you, he's probably one of the smaller athletes on the Nomads, but by any means, definitely has one of the biggest hearts. He's all over the place. He's also, by the way, the one individual that's been gathered a yellow card earlier. He plays hard, and boy, you really can enjoy watching number 9, Anthony Putras, play out there. But the talents of the Nomads were explained in 3 descriptions: team-oriented, excellent ball control, and just an overall smart heads-up team. And the ball control has been very, very evident here today. Speed should also be added to that description, because they definitely got some great team speed on this Nomads team. On the other side of the ball for Snohomish United, they also have got very good ball handling skills. But right now, Nomads looking for an opportunity again. Mendoza now 2-on-1 defensively. Mendoza gives way to Arteaga. Top of the box. Opportunity and a nice dive and a save. Joey Coverson diving to his right. Coverson has got some great hands on him, and you need to have that. Really, a keeper, if you think about it, has got skills. On his horse, Sirotak. Sirotak gives way to Guy and Alvarado for the Nomads defense. Opportunity, shot on goal. Carl Morisco saw the ball just floating at the top of the box. He quickly made the turn with his right foot and sent the ball screaming towards the net. But Ian Kaufman had centered himself right in the way of the ball. Back up, looking for an opportunity again. This time it's Sirotek. Sirotek leading Taylor Cochran. Defensive header by Alvarado. Ryan Guy leading to Arteaga. Now it's Nomads moving the ball downfield, bringing it towards the center line. Pickoff, Brent Ballard. Outside touchline. Snohomish United not only having great ball handling skills themselves, but they definitely have a strong defense, and they've needed it here today as the Nomads have definitely been putting the pressure on the Snohomish defense. But the defense is strong, a lot of heart, great camaraderie on the Snohomish team. They really enjoy one another's company. Even the parents themselves, we were kidding around at the beginning of the game, just talking about the strengths of the team, and they all talked about how well everybody gets along. Into the corner, scrapping for the ball was Hector Arteaga. Outside the goal line it goes, and so it'll be a goal kick. And we've got a substitution coming in. Keegan Uteritz. Uteritz will come in, fresh legs in the second half for Snohomish United. Well, when you travel around and you got a group of talented athletes, as you do with Snohomish United, you simply become very close, a family almost. You get to know the kids and the parents, and boy, it sure helps when you've got kids and parents who are fun and outgoing, and of course that's what this Snohomish United team can enjoy too. Coming all the way down from Washington. They were here last year. As a matter of fact, we welcome you back to beautiful southern San Diego. Trying to say sunny, so let's try that again. Sunny Southern California. Oh. Just think when I don't have any teeth when I'm 80. Slip of the teeth right now in talking. I'm really going to be in trouble when my falsies get put in. On the far sideline. For control, Ryan Guy doing a nice job. Header. You know, it never fails that the majority of action in soccer games that we cover is on the far side of the field. And I have no idea why that is. Scrapping for the ball. A melee of players, both Nomads and Snohomish. Back on the far sideline. Trying to move it up the field now, Nomads. Long ball traveling the touchline. David Nunez will draw the foul, and Nunez will be slow getting up, and he's okay. Teams trying to score points by a win, by the points they scored themselves in the nets, and by shutouts. Nomads. Uteritz stays with his man, trying to bring the ball in to Lee, cleared out. Gideon going after it. Big time play. Gideon all over Jose Alvarado. And it's the Nomads who get the ball back. Gideon a little bit too much effort. And so the ball will come back in. Jose Alvarado, he's going to launch one downfield. Nice job defensively again by the perimeter defense of Snohomish. David Roy feeds a hard charging Uteritz on the far sideline. And a nice header. Roy going after the ball again. And the ball is awarded back over now to the Snohomish. This time they will get a free kick, put it back into play. Abel puts it back into play, feeds to Ballard. Ballard on the ball. Outside of the touchline it's going. Look out. Friends and family, fans on the far side of the field. Players on the near side here, divided by the center line. You've got, as we face the field, Snohomish on the left, Nomads on the right. Trying to make the turn. And Lee will take it away. Lee on the move, driving downfield. Jason Lee, he's going to try and take it all the way. Lee making the turn, the feed, a save, and this time it goes in. Offsides called. Offsides called. Huge save by Snohomish as Coverson moved to out of position to try and tackle the ball, and the net was wide open. Pouncing on the box was two Nomads players. Shot on goal, it looked like it was going in, and not sure exactly who it was, but at the right place and right time there was Snohomish defender right in the box, able to stick the leg out. It ricocheted off, and then the ball came back towards the net, but it was an offsides call against Nomads, and that negated the ball going inside the net. Wow. Roy feeds the ball, nice opportunity, looking for a shot on goal. A huge, huge slide tackle defensively coming up from behind. Opportunity looked like it was right there for Snohomish, but a huge defensive play by Jose Alvarado came up from behind and took the ball away from the hard-charging Snohomish United. Back and forth we go. Opportunity again. Lee looking for the regroup. Lee trying to make the turn on his own. Lee staying with it, now giving way to Nunez. Nunez crossing, and it's Coverson. Snaps that ball out of the air. Coverson's got it all. He's got the agility and movement of an infielder in baseball, moving left to right, getting down on the knees, going high vertically. Got the hands of a receiver. He's got the whole package. That's Joey Coverson. Ball now inside the box, just cleared out by the Nomads. And we are heating things up, folks. Second half of action, still no score. Now both teams up and down the field. Nice ball by Anthony Putras. Sent right back by Joey Coverson. Uteritz. Ball sails out by Putras. Throw in, Snohomish. Outside we go. So the ball will come back in on the far sideline. Throw in by Snohomish. My, oh my, this is a great game we're bringing to you. Well, we chose it. This is what we picked as our super game of the week, and we were absolutely right. We've been doing this long enough that we know when you got a couple top teams like this. Look out, Lee on the right. He breaks through. Lee's going to have an opportunity. He feeds. Inside the box, too many bodies. A lot of action inside the box. Lee gave way to Arteaga, looking for Arteaga to have a shot. And then by that time, Snohomish able to regroup. Now it's Snohomish going through. Staying with it, Uteritz on the move. It's Gideon. Gideon trying to feed. can't quite get there, and covering up the ball is Ian Kaufman. So it was David Gideon moving the ball downfield looking for Carl Morisco. And now both teams firing on all cylinders. They are going to be exhausted after this one. Back and forth they go, looking for the step in front. Justin Abel. And now fighting for the ball, David Roy. Roy, the two-banger there as he finds some turf. Gets right back up again, and Abel quickly sends the ball downfield only to find Jose Alvarado. Brent Ballard looking downfield. Gideon. And now here it comes again. Good foot by Brent Ballard. Carry through by Jason Lee. Lee, now it's Mendoza. Mendoza trying to sneak it in. Mendoza takes the shot and scores. Originally it was Mendoza, but then it's Ryan Guy. Ryan Guy is the man of the hour. Ryan Guy is the individual who finds net with that shot on goal. Diving to his left was Joey Coverson. Couldn't quite Coverson. It originally looked like Hector Mendoza was the man that was going to put the play on the ball, and then it turned out to be number 12, Ryan Guy. So give credit of the goal to number 12, Ryan Guy, for the Nomads, and it's the Nomads now that go out in front of Snohomish United by a score of 1-0. Well, the Nomads had been trying to do just that all game, obviously Snohomish also, but time and time again it was Nomads who had been down peppering shots on goal to Joey Coverson. Finally, things broke loose and Nomads were successful in their attempt to bring the ball into the net. But you got to give credit to the Nomads because it was the Snohomish United defense that was not letting up. They were flexing their muscle big time, and the Nomads found the quick, weak link. Ball sails wide of the far post, and now we've got substitutions coming in for the Nomads. Scott Morgan, number 3, and Griffin Halpern, number 7, will come into the game. Coming out of the game, that'll be Jason Lee. Jason Lee playing a strong game. He'll come out, take a breather, as well as number 9, Anthony Putras. Putras comes out and takes a breather. Well, for Snohomish United now, they got their work cut out for them. They need to bring it down quickly and try and put one in to tie this one up. Snohomish United plays out of the Premier 1 League. Ball centered into the box, looking for the clear out. Coming up is Morgan. Morgan stays with it. Morgan towards the box, top of the box, trying for the clear out. Staying with it, Nomads. Into the air, headed by Guy. And now the ball outside on the far sideline. Ball awarded back over to Nomads. Well, 50 teams show up to play in a tournament to try and determine who the best 7 teams are. Those 7 teams are placed into what's called the Premier 1 League. Then it's Premier 2, Premier 3, Premier 4. All that matters, though, is can you get into that prestigious Premier number 1 League? And the answer for Snohomish United, this team we're watching right here, the answer is easily yes. Looking again for the clear out, and this time it is cleared out. Gideon looking for the turn, control by Yoshinaga, and that's on the far sideline. Uteritz uses his body, looking for the feed to Morisco. Morisco trying to send the ball towards the net. Defense is there by Brandon Owens of Nomads. Ball will come back in quickly. Coming up, Josh Shaw. Scott Morgan now touches the ball, and the ball sent down towards midfield, headed by Sam Hartman. Well, of those 50 teams and the 7 best in division play, the top team to enter that Premier 1 league was, in fact, this Snohomish United. Now, during their tournament play, and I believe they played 4 games, they fielded 24 goals and allowed none. 24 goals allowed none. Superb, superb record. Lopped up in the air and just sails up and over. David Roy sent a volley and just sailed over the crossbar. I thought for a moment that actually might be sneaking into the top shelf. You've seen it before. Ball goes up high and just sneaks in under the crossbar. Ball coming back in now. It's found the parking lot. Ryan Guy, number 12, is the man. Ball being thrown in. A little bit of a delay, a little bit of a disappointment that the head referee had allowed Ian Kaufman to go after that ball, because that's precious time that's being eaten away by Snohomish United's opportunity. But we'll see what happens. Waiting on the sidelines to go in, Brandon Safranik. Ball comes back into play. So let's pick up the story and finish it, will we? 50 teams show up in the tournament to determine the best 7 teams to play in the Premier 1 League. The winner of that tournament was Snohomish United. They are rated the #1 team in Washington State in their age division. Snohomish United traveling all the way down from Washington State, having a little bit tougher time simply because of their traveling, not able to bring down 2 players, so they're missing 2 of their normal squad down here. Yesterday, it was Justin Abel suffering from food poisoning at about 80% today, but yesterday he was, let's call it, he was over the porcelain, if you will. Delivering the goods, enough said, we'll move on. Brandon Owens, free kick, puts the ball back into play. Owens sends one, gets by everybody, racing forward is Halpern. Halpern of Nomads will take it. Uteritz is over there. Uteritz and Halpern going at now 2-on-1 defensively, and that goes off the foot of Alex Yoshinaga. So for Snohomish United, they'll have the ball. Abel playing today, but yesterday Abel was not able to probably stand up too well, suffering from food poisoning. Never a good thing, and hate to see that. State Cup winners, obviously, Snohomish United. Snohomish United recently won the Sagebrush tournament. That's probably the most recent tournament of play since coming down here to Southern California. 3 players in the Olympic Development Program like to share with you. Always proud as a papa to be able to talk about ODP players. For Snohomish United, you've got Dano Wilkerson, Brent Ballard, and David Roy, all 3 ODP players. Kind of causes a little bit of havoc now and then, too, when you're trying to play. They got off doing their own things. Substitution now, Jason Lee comes back into the game. John Matkin comes out. That's for Nomads. Well, you got in the ODP program. You really are a special breed of player, and sometimes you have to give way. Opportunity, you have to give way to some of your other goals that you have, because let's face it, that is a great vision to be able to think about getting involved in the Olympic part of this game. Women have started playing here in the United States for the Women's Cup. Team USA, the women, really expected to do well. Shot on goal, taking a short hop, and those are always tough ones. Brandon Owens sent one up and over. Waiting for substitutions on the near side for Snohomish United. You've got Gage Gailey as well as Alex Sirotak. Rob Roy. His son David, number 18 out there. Again, David Roy, one of the ODP players. Substitution now being called for Snohomish United. Double duty right now. That'll be Gailey and Sirotak. Coming in the second half of play, Ryan Guy. Well, you have to admit it probably was about time that something broke open. Nothing against Snohomish United at all. They've been playing excellent. They are not giving up, and they would love to be able to tie it up here. But you almost have a law of probabilities. The more times you have shots on goal, the greater the increase. At least one of them are going to go in. It's kind of like throwing the dice, looking for a 7. Throw the dice 100 times. More opportunity for a 7 comes up than if you throw it once. Simple logic, I know. I didn't have to say that, but heck. About 4 minutes left in this second half of play, and so time's starting to wind down here. Snohomish United needs to regroup and come back downfield quickly. They've had a couple opportunities in this second half, and they'd like to set one up right here. But it's going to be tough with this Nomads defense. The Nomads, good ball control team that definitely has capability. A left-hand shot on goal sails wide of the near post. And for Brandon Owens, he got all of that one. Substitution now. David Nunez will come back into the game. Hector Mendoza will come back out, and it's Joey Coverson who will send one up high. Lee goes high with the header. And going after the ball, Gage Gailey. On the move is Morisco. Morisco trying to feed Gailey. Taking a hard tumble with the hard slide tackle. And getting up slowly. The hard tackle came from Jose Alvarado. And the ball coming back downfield. Still time in the game. Both teams surely quite exhausted if they have played close to 70 minutes of soccer. And it's hard-fought soccer, too. Good, strong, clean game. Both teams displaying great sportsmanship. Neither team ever giving up, scrapping it all the way. Hartman sends one down, trying to keep it in, and doing so. David Gideon, oh my! He was outside of the touchline, went up high, and flipped that ball back in. Wow. Sirotek trying to get it to Mirasek. And down we go. Back on the near side, red shirts. Feed to Morisco, and Lee comes up. Morisco looking for the attack. Cleared out by Nomads. And it's Wilkerson doing a nice job of keeping the ball in. Far sideline, Brent Ballard. Ball sent out. Well, the Snohomish United had the ball control for quite a while there. couldn't quite muster up a clear attack. Give credit to Nomads defense. Ball comes back in. Snohomish United from Washington State, traveling a long ways down here. Always enjoy to see them down here. They're such a great group of athletes, not only talented, but really a lot of fun. Look forward to our post-game interview show coming up shortly after this game. Boys under 13, Washington State champions, Snohomish United. Rob Roy, the business manager, kind enough to fax me earlier in the week a roster for the teams. Thanks, Rob. Coach Terry McCord. Majority of the athletes in Snohomish United's team have been together for about 4 seasons now. That provides them with a great opportunity to mesh and blend and really almost help themselves in regards to knowing where other players are on the field and what they intend to do with the ball. It's almost a muscle memory type of thing. You've been playing with them so long, practicing so long. Feed to Morisco. Good defense by Nomads. Sirotak. And that's the game. 3 whistles. And that is the end of this bracket game, game number 2 in the Far West Regionals. And this game goes to the Nomads. It was a close game and a tough one from start to finish, but it's Ryan Guy's lone goal in the second half that proves the difference. And for the Nomads, they are able to outlast a tough, stubborn Snohomish United team. Final score here, Nomads 1, Snohomish United 0. Stay right with us. Coming back, we'll have some post-game interview shows. Welcome back, everybody, to our post-game interview show. We actually have a treat for you. I don't know if some of you remember last year we got a chance to meet up close and personal most of the athletes on this Snohomish United team. We're going to revisit them about a year later. We've got 3 of the superstars on the team once again. We'll get a chance to visit everybody, but let's reintroduce ourselves to each and every one of you as you sit next to me. You are?
Kagan Udritz.
And
Number 4.
there you go. You remember.
Midfielder.
Okay, and you are?
David Gideon, number 2, forward.
Justin Abel, number 11, defense.
Easy enough said and done. Well, you know, before we got started here, I was listening to you guys banter about what you guys were going to do for the rest of today. So have you decided what you're going to do today? You're just going to kind of go with the flow. You're going to talk to me today, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, all right, because I heard the rumor that there was going to be a no comment out here. Are you ever at a loss for words ever? Is there ever a time in your life where you just don't know what to say?
No, he always has something to say.
Always has something to say?
Always.
What do you think you would be known for among your teammates here? If I asked each one of your teammates, what do you think about Keegan? What do you think they would say?
They'd probably call me a freak.
Tell me about why you would think that.
I have no idea.
It just comes up. You know what? You actually sound a lot like what's the actor's name that's just came out in Waterboy? What's that guy's name? Adam Sandler. You know, you actually kind of look like Adam Sandler. Has anybody ever told you that before? Okay, I want you to. Did you ever see the movie Waterboy with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to give me a cup. Anybody have a cup? Throw me a cup. Okay. You remember what he did, right? He would taste the water, and he would say whether the water was good or bad. I want you to do that because I think you could do it very good. Okay. This is Keegan's impersonation of Adam Sandler in Waterboy. Okay. Let's see you go. Okay. Here he goes.
Okay. This is some good water.
That's not bad. Okay. Now, seated next to me, we've got David Gideon. So you said that this guy's never lost for words?
No, he's not. He always has something to say.
What do you think when you think of Keegan? What's the one word that comes to mind? Nah, we're not going to use that word.
I don't know. There is no word for him.
Who got
Savage.
savage? Now, what does that mean?
It means Keegan.
What does that mean, savage? What does that mean about it, Keegan? No comment, he says. There's the famous words. Now, let's talk about this facility versus where you guys were back last year in San Diego. How do you rate this place compared to San Diego?
It's not as good as San Diego at all.
Well, let's talk about San Diego. What one word, let's say, let's just talk about Southern California in general. This is part of Southern California. Describe in 2 words what you would think of if someone, when you went back to home, someone said, what was it like? What would you say?
Smoggy.
Well, how about something good? Something good.
Brown.
That's true. Okay, yeah, it's this time of the year that we get some brown stuff. Okay. Oh, son. Now, what about if someone was visiting up in, Washington? How would you describe your home state?
Green and a lot of rain.
True. So green, a lot of rain, brown, a lot of sun here. So what would you rather choose to live in for the rest of your life?
Probably here, because it's hot.
It's hot. Okay. That's cool. Get a little tan going and impress the babes out there on the beaches, right, Keegan? Right. Hey, you know what? I got to talk to Justin, because Justin, I was saddened. Saddened. I was saddened to hear. I'm going to talk about something else. You're not going to you're going to be surprised that I know so much about you. Tell me about the food poisoning that you had yesterday, Justin. I mean, this is serious. We invite you to Southern California, and here you all of a sudden you get sick. What happened?
I don't know. I got sick.
Well, what did you eat?
Spaghetti and Subway?
At Subway?
No. I had Subway at Marie Collander's.
Okay. All right. And so you're thinking that it possibly was a restaurant here locally?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Describe to me how you felt and what actually happened that you knew you were sick.
I couldn't even walk or lay down or anything.
Did you pay homage to the Porcelain King?
No.
Did
No,
you,
I
did you
didn't. I
throw
didn't.
up?
No.
Oh, so you didn't throw up then, right? Okay. All right. How are you feeling today out on the field, though? Tell me about it. You were possibly maybe at 100%, 80%? What do you
I'd say 95%.
Okay. So were you a little worried about going into this game, how you might feel?
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing right now? You're okay, right? Okay. If you have to hurl, just turn quickly that way.
All right.
Okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. You guys are very talented out there and always appreciate having some time. Yes.
First bar will solve his problem.
Thank you.
You got to share those.
All right.
Very nice. And I think you have to also share with the host and camera crew as well. But do you hear that music?
No, I don't.
I
I'm not
do.
here.
There's a nice beat going on there. I hear that you rap.
No.
Well, who's your favorite rapper?
No one. Ask him.
Who's
Tupac.
Easy.
Tupac. And Tupac.
Okay, guys. You've been fine. We're going to see you back next year, hopefully?
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, take care, guys. Thanks a lot. Continuing our parade of, we'll call you superstars out here. You are?
Gage Gailey. Sam Hartman.
Carl Marisco.
Gage, playing out on this facility, you have to appreciate really the field and the conditions. Is that, how do you rate this facility, at least in regards to how some of the other fields that you've played in?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Well, a little controversy here. Gage, you don't like the field. Why is that?
Because they're hard.
That is true, by the way. You're right. Very hard. Ball bounces faster, but isn't it easier for a team like you guys for ball control?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, okay. But what type of field do you normally like to play on then?
The ones in San Diego.
Ah, well, those were premium. Those were down in the polo fields, and those were some nice thick grass. That's absolutely true. But You're going back when? You got another game tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you out of school already?
Yeah.
Okay. So what grade did you just graduate from?
7th.
7th grade. So you're moving into 8th grade. Now, is that considered a middle school or a junior high or high school?
Middle school.
Okay. What's the name of the middle school that you go to?
Sultan Middle School.
Sultan Middle School. Now, I don't know if you've had a chance to see it or not, but how do you think the babes at Sultan Middle School compare to the babes in Southern California?
There's,
Have you really seen any around here yet?
no.
Have you been checking out any of the girl teams around here at all?
No comment.
Okay. Well, as soon as we go no comment, that's the key word to move on, because you guys told me keep them short and sweet. Sam, you're actually one of the taller people on the team. Have you started shaving yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you got some facial hair going there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Because I have to admit that I think you actually have probably just as much hair as I do. Now, you're what, 20, 21?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how old are you really?
13.
Okay. All right. So you've gone through a pretty good growing spurt. Do you think that's an advantage for you at all as an athlete out there?
Yeah.
How is it an advantage for you? How do you?
I can get to the headers before people.
Absolutely so. Have you ever measured your vertical leap before?
Yeah.
What do you got?
26.
That's pretty good. Is that one of the biggest on the team, you think? Highest on the team, that is?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, though, are you? Okay, that's all right. 26 inches?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do any type of weightlifting yet at all?
No.
So it's just all natural ability right now. Have you thought about ever getting into a weight room and starting lifting weights at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna start this summer.
So you gonna work out with anybody or what?
Just myself.
Okay, that's cool. On the far end, Mr. Morisco, you tangling up a little bit in the box. You know, they had some. You have to admit, they had some tough defenders out there today. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Didn't you kind of take a tumble to the turf and get banged up a little bit? Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Now you had mentioned that you got some pretty cool looking battle scars out there. Can you kind of just show me a couple of them? Show me some battle scars.
Right here.
There.
Yeah, look at that word.
Now where did that come from?
Cleat.
Okay. How often does that happen?
A lot to me.
Was it pretty tough out there today? Now you, by the way, you said it happens a lot to you. What type of situation do you get yourself in out there that you're banging around with the other players?
When it's just like a one-on-one, you're side to side, kicks you.
And so as you're working down the field, it just naturally is going to kick up at you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys eating some Snickers? I guess those were given to you as part of the sponsorship here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other freebies you guys been getting besides free Snickers bars?
A couple pins.
Couple pins. All right. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Now, tell me about on the side of your. Yeah, tell me about that. What is
Yeah,
that?
we sewed these on last night or Monday.
Wait a minute. You sewed these on yourself? Oh, come on. Let's get a close up of
I did
this.
mine all by myself.
When is this going to fall off?
I had one of the moms sew it on for me.
I did mine by myself.
Okay.
I did mine all by myself.
Yeah, that looks nice. And on the outside, let's see.
Beautiful.
Well, a mother obviously sewed that one on.
I did.
Yeah, right. Now this one I believe that you sewed on yourself, Justin. But the other two I'm not sure about. Okay. Hey, well, listen, you guys have a great day today. And anything you're going to do today? Where are you going?
Golfing.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe? No comment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no comment. Thanks, guys. Good luck to you tomorrow. 3 more talented athletes on this Snohomish United team. You are?
Taylor Cochran. Dano Wilkerson. David Roy.
Explain to me how you think the game went today. And I'm not talking about winning and losing, just what you guys tried to accomplish out there.
Oh, you know, it was a team effort, and it sucked.
Actually, it didn't. You guys actually played very well. I mean, Nomads were a tough team, but besides that, what is it out there today that at least you can walk off the field and feel good about that you did for your team today? What do you think?
We played hard.
Yeah? Yeah?
Good effort. We had a good effort.
Ooh, I like these. These are cliche words from sports. Okay, so let's see. We played hard.
Good effort.
Good effort. How about one more? What else can we say?
We had a strong defense.
Yes.
Except for that one
You guys had
goal.
a very strong defense. I mean, you have to admit, Nomads were just pushing the ball down all day long, and you guys kept flexing that defensive muscle and denied them really, except for that one goal, and that's all that it took. But it was tough. You're right, absolutely. But you know, when you're up in Washington, when did you guys find out that you were going to come down to Southern California again? How long ago?
Probably be around the state tournament.
Okay. Well, that's right, because as you won State Cup, you realized you were going to be able to come down here to the regional play, right? So
Yes.
What's going through your mind that you know you're coming back to Southern California? What were you thinking about?
I was excited, and I wanted to win, but that's not going to happen.
Life is full of winning and losing. You know that? Someone told me just the other day that actually losing builds character. You think that's true?
No, I don't. Losing, it's not good.
It's true. You feel that way today, but when you get older, you'll realize that sometimes losing actually helps you become a better player. Would you say that, Daniel, that sometimes losing might actually make you a better player in the long run?
Yeah.
So what's your philosophy on just playing soccer in general? What do you try and get out of it?
Have fun.
Good. I mean, that's obviously. What else happens good? For example, today, could you really say that you had fun today out there playing?
Pretty much.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, you know, winning is important, but it's certainly not everything. And, you know, let's reacquaint ourselves with you. When you're not playing soccer, are you getting involved with any other sports?
Yeah, I snowboard, and sometimes I play golf.
Snowboard and golf. How long have you ever hit a drive before?
I don't know, maybe 200 yards.
That's actually pretty good. Did it actually go straight, or was that rolling along a sidewalk?
Probably a little both.
Now, how did you get involved playing golf?
I don't know.
Do you know who Tiger Woods is?
Yeah.
Okay, I think most people know who Tiger Woods is. How much money do you think Tiger Woods is going to make playing golf this year?
Couple million.
Yeah, probably add a zero on top of that as well. He's probably doing pretty well. And you feeling okay over here? Yeah. Okay. All right. Just checking. So snowboarding. Tell me about that. Any similarities to playing to snowboarding and playing soccer?
Not really.
Not at all. Totally different. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Play yachting.
Now you play Yahtzee. Okay.
You throw dice.
That's true. So what's the object of Yahtzee besides throwing dice?
I don't know.
There's a skill involved when you roll the dice. It has to.
The wrist.
It's all in the wrist.
Now, what else do you do then besides soccer?
Fox hunting.
Are you serious? Tell me about your latest fox hunting escapade. Obviously, you have a horse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you use? What do you use for bait to catch fox? Is it easier to catch a fox or to make a goal in a net?
Catch a fox. You just take a gun and you just shoot it.
Have you ever shot a gun before?
No.
Good. Because it.
No, the horse trampled it.
The horse trampled it? Okay. You guys are getting hilarious now here, so I'm going to let you guys go. Hey, have a great game tomorrow. And what are you going to do this afternoon?
I'm gonna go fox hunting.
You know what? I've been told there is a lot of foxes around here. You have to check them out.
Like
Okay.
one.
Okay. All right. Thanks. We've got 3 more individuals here. I want to introduce you to them, and you are?
Joey Coverson.
Brent Ballard.
Joshua.
Let's start with you, Joey. You know what? You were very busy out there today. I mean, very busy. Tell me about the game and what was happening out there.
Forwards couldn't score, and our defense played awesome.
The defense did play awesome, and you know what? You played awesome also. You had some great saves out there.
Thank you.
You're punching at the ball. You're diving to the left and right. How difficult was it to stay focused on that ball coming in? Because you have to admit, they were keeping a lot of pressure on you guys down there today.
It's really hard to stay focused, but you have to be a keeper and have the keeper focus skills like I do.
What is it? Describe what keeper focus skills are.
It's the skill of being a keeper and being able to focus.
When they first asked you to be a keeper, did you want to be one? Did you even know what you were supposed to do?
I knew what I was supposed to do, but I only started 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is my 3rd year.
So if you rate a score of 1 to 10, 1 being worst, 10 being best, what did you start out as? The very first keeper game that you played in way 3 years ago, what would you rate yourself?
A 5.
Okay, and now what do you rate yourself today as a keeper?
A 9.99999.
Very good. That's a lot of talent. You know what? And I would agree with you out there because I saw the shots coming out and I was impressed with the ability to punch at the ball, slap at it, grab it, and do everything that you did. So you did a great job out there. And of course your teammate Brent Ballard, lucky 13. I mean, for me 13 is a lucky number. How about you?
I don't know, I guess.
What are your responsibilities when you're out on the soccer field?
Try not let like the other team score and to like win all the balls in the air and stuff.
You guys do a pretty good job out there. Probably most importantly, we know what your responsibilities are on the soccer field, but what are your responsibilities at home? What are your chores that your mom and dad makes you do?
Just like clean my room and
Take off the garbage.
yeah, and take out the garbage and like vacuum and stuff.
Well, that's actually good. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that's going to prove whether or not you really do take out the trash. What night is trash night at your house?
Like, like, I don't know.
It's usually the day before trash is picked up. So what night is that?
I don't know, I can't
Oh,
remember.
see, okay, and you tell me you're a trash guy. Wednesday for you?
Wednesday
See?
night.
See, I'm having a hard time believing that trash pickup is your duty. I'm just giving you a hard time. But, you know, you play out here. Now, we talked about one of the other players saying that the fields they felt here were too hard. How do you rate the fields out here?
They were pretty hard and they had like a couple like holes in them and stuff, but they were okay in some parts.
How do the types of fields relate to when you guys play in Washington? I mean, you know, here it's flat, you know, hardly any trees around. Is that similar type of where you play up in Washington?
Yeah, it's just not as hot down here.
It's going to get hotter today too. What time did you play yesterday?
4.
Okay, so it was it started out hot, but maybe it cooled off then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we have Josh Shaw. Josh, how long have you been playing soccer now?
Like 7 years, I think.
7 years. What was the very first team you ever played on?
I think my dad coached me.
Do you remember the name of the team?
No.
That's probably a long time ago. Well, if you're not playing soccer, how do you do academically in school? How was your school year?
I got a 3.5.
Excellent. What's your strongest class, do you think?
Probably art. No, science.
Okay. All right. Well, art and science, both great courses. What is it that makes science such a successful class for you?
It's easy.
Well, I know it's easy, but why do you think it's easy? Because you know what? I think science is awfully tough. My kids thought it was tough too. So why do you think it's easy?
Because it's fun and you don't get much homework.
Okay. Do a lot of lab experiments?
Yeah.
What's the best experiment that you did in school this year?
We like dissected frogs.
Did you cook them and eat them afterwards?
No.
Okay. All right. You guys did all right. Congratulations. Great. In the keeper's box. You'll be there again tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
By the way, what happens if you ever get injured? Who takes over for you?
Nobody. We have no backup keeper.
So it just stays open, huh? Boy.
Yeah, except for Alex Surotech,
Okay.
maybe, and Taylor Cochran.
Okay, so we have a couple people, okay? What are you going to try and do while you're down here? Any one thing that you want to do before you leave to go up to Washington?
Probably go to the water slides or something.
That'll be fun. You're going to go to the beach?
I'm going to the beach today.
Well, that'll be good. How about you? Will you do anything today? Kick back.
I was gonna go to the mall or something like that today.
That's cool. Absolutely. How about you? Anything in particular?
I don't know.
Just take it easy, rest. You got another game tomorrow, right? Congratulations, guys. Nice talking to you, and hopefully we'll see you again next year, too, huh?
Okay, yes.
All right. Well, as we wind down here, just kind of give you a little bit of a post wrap-up. It was a great game of soccer from the standpoint of watching it. Tremendous action on both sides of the field. Nomads and Snohomish United just went at it head-to-head in game number 2 of bracket play. However, it was a tough loss for Snohomish United. Nomads scored 1 goal late in the second half, and that was all that they needed. Final score here, Nomads 1, Snohomish United nothing. Snohomish United, a great group of athletes, and And you'll see that we've got athletes all over the place here. And we'll wrap it up right here and take it back home. On behalf of George Langevin Sports Video Productions, I'm Dan Williams. Again, the final score, Nomads 1, Snohomish United nothing. As always, we'll see you again. Bye-bye, everybody.